On Secretary of State Marco Rubio's whirlwind tour of Latin America, a potentially unprecedented offer from the president of El Salvador.
He has agreed to accept for deportation any illegal alien in the United States who is a criminal from any nationality, be they MS-13 or Tren de Aragua, and house them in his jails.
President Nayib Bukele revealing more in a post on X, offering the U.S., quote, the opportunity to outsource part of its prison system in exchange for a fee.
Excellent.
And it's not just for people who are in the U.S. illegally.
He has offered to house in his jails dangerous American criminals in custody in our country, including those of U.S. citizenship and legal residence. No country's ever made an offer of friendship such as this.
But that offer, especially to take U.S. citizens, raising major concerns.
It's a non-starter to talk about deporting U.S. citizens. It's point blank unlawful.
Unless someone has committed a crime abroad, extensive constitutional and legal protections exist to prevent that in most cases. And for citizens of other countries apprehended here, regulations are still in place.
I'm not saying, okay, I agree with what they're saying. Yes, U.S. citizens have rights and stuff like that. But if you committed a heinous crime, your rights should be taken away. And I feel that if they experience that mega prison in El Salvador, they will turn into little princesses, because it is no joke. It is no joke. And it's crazy that, Marco Rubio is going and talking to countries in Latin America and stuff like that, and El Salvador offering this, because I said that this should be something that's on the table. Okay, now, if it goes anywhere, I don't think so. It might not, because there's going to be a lot of pushback. But no, hell no. If you commit a heinous crime, yes, go there and experience hell on earth.
They have to follow the very strict requirements Congress has laid out, which means an agreement between the U.S. and El Salvador, but also an absolute guarantee that those individuals will be safe in El Salvador from danger, persecution, and torture.
Rubio today acknowledging it's unclear if such an action would be legal.
So they tortured a person to death. Let's say they committed heinous crimes, serial killers, and stuff like that. So they tortured people, but you want them to not be tortured? Man, get out of here with that.
Obviously, we'll have to study it on our end. There are obviously legalities involved. We have a constitution. We have all sorts of things, but it's a very generous offer.
That offer would put convicted criminals in President Bukele's notorious mega prison, known as the Terrorism Confinement Center. Built by Bukele to house alleged members of gangs that had once helped make El Salvador one of the most dangerous countries in the world. It has become a symbol of his crackdown on crime. That crackdown has swept up 80,000 people and enjoyed public support.
Los niños hoy van a las escuelas sin sus padres, caminan seguros, con la seguridad que van a regresar a sus casas y no van a ser secuestrados por los pandilleros.
That mega prison, the size of 7 football stadiums, with the capacity to hold 40,000 prisoners. Movements are tightly controlled. No mattresses are offered. Prisoners spend all but 30 minutes per day in packed cells. The State Department under President Biden called prison conditions in the country harsh and life-threatening. But President Trump tonight doubling down on his willingness to consider the offer.
It's no different than a prison system, except it would be a lot less expensive, and it would be a great deterrent. Send them to other countries. No, we'll have to find that out legally. I'm just saying, if we had the legal right to do it, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Ellison, we know there are at least 2 military flights that have transported migrants from the mainland U.S. to the naval base on Guantanamo Bay. We know that one of those military flights left Fort Bliss in Texas with 10 migrants aboard. The White House is characterizing the migrants in question as, in their words, quote, the worst of the worst, in some ways, in some instances characterizing them as gang members. However, we don't know for sure who these people are or what crimes exactly they have been accused or convicted of committing. And indeed, the reason this move is raising alarm among some advocates and others is because Guantanamo is known for its lack of transparency, lack of due process, lack of things such as access to counsel. However, the Trump administration has said that it intends to follow due process with the migrants it is detaining on Guantanamo Bay. Ellison?
David Noriega, thank you.
I agree. Listen, I've said it before that that's where they need to send them, especially them hardened criminals. That oh, you want to commit crime here? You want to be? You thinking you're a tough guy? You want to take people's lives and stuff like that? Okay, boule, boom. They'll be singing like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so. No, none of that. When that person was begging for their life, did you hear their plea? No, you didn't. So this is where you go for the rest of your life now. Oh, but what about my family? Fuck your family. Because you didn't give a damn about the other people's family. So no, you will be put away, never to be seen from again. And hey, something happens, something happens. That's how I look at it. But that's just me. I'm the type of person that I would be tough on crime, and I would look for all legal ways to make sure that we, put these prisoners, these criminals, these hardened criminals away forever, because they lost their rights once they took the lives of somebody else or other people. That's how I feel about it. But tell me how you feel about it. Do you think that it's a good idea that, El Salvadorian president offered his mega prison to the U.S. and say, hey, listen, we can house some of your hardened criminals here? Do you think that's a good idea? Or do you feel that, that goes against certain constitutional rights of people, even though they're prisoners, this, that, and the third, or cruel and unjust treatment and stuff like that, So tell me how you feel about it. I personally feel that, hey, listen, you lost your constitutional rights once you killed the person and you were found guilty. That's my opinion on it. But I want to hear from you guys, because I really appreciate you, I really value you, and I really care about what you have to say. Thank you so much. Can you please do me a favor? Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified for any videos that I create. I really appreciate you watching. I know that your time is valuable, but you're spending it with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Till next time, guys, be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.